There is a fighter plane in the world called the B-2 Spirit bomber plane. It is the most terrifying, mysterious and invisible ghostly fighter plane in the world today. Although this plane is the size of an entire football field, no radar in the world can detect it. In the eyes of all the radars in the world, it is like a small spider. Yes, it is completely invisible to the enemy. Its design has been done in such a novel way that it runs at lightning speed by avoiding the radar's eyes. Built at a cost of $2 billion, this is the most expensive fighter plane in the world. Not only that, it can survive the normal firearms of the radar as well as all the missiles that can detect and hit the heat emitted from its engine. Imagine if this bomber plane wanted to, it could change the map of the entire world alone. What is in this fighter plane that America does not want to share with any other country in the world? Why does America sell all its weapons to other countries, but does it not sell this main tool to rule the whole world to other countries? How can this bomber plane drop bombs all over the world at once? But even then, why can't all the radars in the world detect this plane? So let's find out the origin of this plane that put America on the throne. In May 1960, the American secret fighter plane Lockheed U-2 Speedplane flew from the Peshawar Air Base in Pakistan. It was a very secret and risky mission, the aim of which was to spy on the Soviet Union. When the Cold War was at its peak, America was proud of this U-2 plane that could fly at an altitude of 80,000 feet. Where no enemy missile could hit it. They thought that no weapon could destroy it at such a high altitude. But the reality was different. The powerful radar of the Soviet Union quickly detected the location of this plane. They immediately launched fighter jets and missiles to attack. But it was very difficult to attack at such a high altitude. Finally, the Soviets fired at the target S-75 Dvina missile, which reached such an altitude and hit the U-plane with absolute precision. The plane was destroyed and crashed into Soviet territory. Initially, America claimed that it was a NASA weather research plane. But the Soviets recovered the pilot and the plane's secret equipment and presented it to the world. This exposed American intelligence secrets and they had to suffer a great humiliation on the world stage. This incident changed the game plan of the Cold War. Russia strengthened its air defense system. And America moved forward on the path of creating new technology aircraft. The aircraft that would never be detected by radar again. During the tension of the Cold War, America realized that they needed a fighter plane that would never be detected by the enemy's radar. It would quickly enter their territory, drop bombs and return intact. From that thought, the Advanced Technology Bomber program was started in 1978 with the aim of creating an aircraft that would be invisible and ghostly. This aircraft flew for the first time in 1989. But the B-2 Spirit bomber was first revealed to the world in 1997. The B-2 bomber's most powerful feature is its stealth technology. Its design is done in such a unique way that even if the radar waves fall on the aircraft, they do not return. Instead, they are scattered to the other side. As a result, the radar is confused and cannot accurately identify the position of the aircraft. This aircraft does not have a fuselage or tailfin. There are only huge wings. The vertical tailfin of ordinary aircraft is clearly visible on the radar and that reveals their position. But this tailfin has been omitted in the B-2. And instead, a zigzag design has been used, which confuses the radar signal. A special carbon graphite coating has also been used on the aircraft, which absorbs radar waves and hides the presence of the aircraft. Another important part is its electronic countermeasure system, which changes the enemy radar waves. As a result, the radar cannot identify it correctly. Sometimes the enemy radar can see the B-2 bomber plane in many places at once. But the plane remains in one place. Combining these techniques, the B-2 Spirit bomber becomes a perfect invisible fighter. Another main secret of the B-2 Spirit bomber's secrecy is its engine itself. When hot smoke comes out of any ordinary fighter plane, the enemy's infrared sensor can easily detect it. But the B-2's engine is designed in such a way that the hot air mixes with the cold air before it comes out. As a result, the enemy's infrared sensor cannot detect that heat anymore. As a result, the B-2 is safe not only from radar but also from heat-seeking missiles. Also, the B-2 bomber plane can usually fly about 11,000 kilometers with full fuel at an altitude of 15,000 feet or about 500 feet. It is incredible but true that this aircraft is not detected by the enemy's radar even on long-range missions. Yes, this aircraft has participated in several secret and mysterious missions, where its stealth capabilities and precision bombing have changed the outcome of the entire war. For example, during the Afghanistan War in the 1990s, the BTU flew from the Misri Air Force Base and dropped bombs accurately for about 9,500 kilometers. It returned without being detected by a single radar. During this, the fuel supply had to be reloaded only once in midair. The entire mission lasted about 45 hours. Then in 1999, during Operation Allied Force, the BTU's activities in Serbia were unprecedented. In 2003, in Operation Iraqi Freedom, and in 2011, in Operation Odyssey Dawn in Libya, the BTU demonstrated its excessive power in front of the world. In these missions, the BTU's high technology and long-range travel and stealth capabilities changed the war strategy of the entire world. And through these missions, the B-2 Spirit bomber has proven why it is known as the best stealth bomber in the world. The B-2 Spirit bomber is not only remarkable in its stealth technology but also in its weapons carrying capacity. This aircraft can carry about 18,000 kilograms or the equivalent of 15 cars of explosives at a time. There is a state-of-the-art GPS-guided bombage system inside the aircraft, where a maximum of 80 bombs or missiles can be stored together. These include 16 Bil T-3 nuclear bombs and 16 AGM-1 Fine JASSM stealth cruise missiles.